Greetings, and it is Aurora. It is a pleasure to connect with you. So to begin with, sit in a position that is comfortable for you. One where your spine is fairly straight. One that allows your body to relax and become quite comfortable. So you may choose some very comfortable clothes, loose-fitting, comfortable clothes. This is all about allowing it to happen with ease. So let us play. We wish for you to tune into, through your imagination, the column of energy that is within your physical system, within your energy system. So we wish for you to focus your attention on a column of energy that starts at the base of your spine. So it is a column of light. You perceive energy as light. We would encourage you to see it as a golden colour. Some people experience it as white. And we would encourage a golden imagining to begin with. Starting at the base of your spine. And to begin with, it moves up on the outside of your spine, supporting your vertebrae. And as you become more aware of the energy going up your spinal column, so the energy column is just outside your spine, the awareness of your physical spine. And as you move and imagine energy building from the base of the root, the base of your spine, moving up your physical body, all the way up your spine. And as you become more aware of it moving higher, you may feel your spine is becoming more supported. And as though that energy is beginning to radiate out. And it moves up, your awareness of it moves up into the back of your shoulders and your neck, all the way up the back of your spine, right up into the base of your neck. And your body will begin to relax automatically as you're placing your awareness on this area of your energy system. You may wish to take some more relaxing breaths. And we wish you to practice energizing that space, that channel of energy, by imagining light moving, energy moving up and down, pulsating, and radiating out into the rest of your body and your energy system, creating around you a ball of energy. And you're going to be using this as your base for traveling up into the higher dimensions, or for expanding your awareness into the wider dimensions. So you may choose to experience it because it is this way, very much similar to our process of when you sent the seed out, the calling to your guide. So this energy from this column radiates out into an energetic framework, creating a framework around you. It's always there, you're just simply becoming more aware of it. So however that works for you, however you begin to experience that, just begin to notice this energetic framework, this grid work of light around you, containing you and holding you. And you're becoming more relaxed, and you notice that as you begin to maybe move your body slightly to allow it to relax even more, you become more aware of this other dimension that exists for yourself, this energetic dimension, this grid work of energy that you find yourself in. So becoming more conscious and aware of yourself as an energy being. And you may begin to notice a sensation, a tickling or a crackling or an awareness just on the outside of your skin, an awareness of an energy, awareness of a very subtle sensation, almost as though if you were to hold your hand around your arm, that you would feel movement there, that you would feel sponge-like quality. And you can play with this more when you are merging with the energy of your guide. It will amplify your experience. But for now, this is simply an awareness of yourself as an energy being, playing with this energy around you. Allow yourself to make it up. Allow yourself to play with your imagination, to have a curiosity and a wondering. What can you feel? Do you feel the sponginess as though something is sticking to your hands? And as you move very slowly in this expanded state, you may begin to feel that the very air around you is made of this fabric. You feel what is in the space, as it were. Begin to feel and notice this non-physical level of existence that is always there. And now call to your mind a memory or of a person, a place or an event that makes you smile, that allows you to open your heart area. The first step of becoming a channel is to open up. So choose something that is easy to love. You know, some people have pets that they prefer to people and it is easy for them to have this rush of awe and wonder, which is how you know when you recognize beauty, something that is beautiful to you. And you Feel your heart opening. That is the beginning, that is the trance state. From here, we would encourage you to imagine a picture in your mind's eye. Possibly a flower, a colour, something that is easy for you to imagine the visuals of. Doesn't matter the detail to begin with, it can just be a colour. So become aware. This is about generating the capacity to hold a focus, which is important when you are trying to stay with a download, a message that can come as a download. Sometimes the packets of energy that we release into your system require that you capture that moment when it is first delivered to you in the form of an awareness, a knowing, and focusing on it. And as you hold that focus, you imagine that you're unpacking. It's like unpacking a parcel and allowing the contents to spill out. Sometimes the way that we communicate with you is very much like that. So being able to notice something, hold that focus, and that will allow the information to flow is very useful. So to practice, imagine, let us describe it with imagining a flower, but it can be anything. So you're imagining, we are helping the channel imagine a rose. And so that is the faintest experience of a rose. So perhaps try this example with us. So a rose, and notice the colour. And then notice the petals and the different nuances of the subtle shades difference on the petals. As you focus your attention on the petals, then perhaps you may get a feeling of the silkiness of the rose petal. How do you know it's a rose? Is it silky? And then as you travel down the stems, there are thorns. And there is a contrast between the silkiness of the petals and the prickliness of the thorns. And soon you notice that there should be an aroma, and there may even be the faintest smell, or a memory of a smell, an echo of a smell. And the rose becomes more vivid and more alive in your imagination and your mind's eye. That's almost as though you're beginning to manifest this into your reality. It is becoming that strong. So you continue to hold this focus by becoming curious and wondering. And how many petals would you presume are on the flower? How many are there? What else is contained within it? Are there any creatures in there? And before you know it, the flower begins to expand and become larger, and maybe you find yourself diving in to the actual flower, the experience of itself, and seeing in minute detail the pollen within, held within, and all of the structure. And then maybe even as you begin to develop further and delve further into the quality of this rose, you begin to see the structure inside of the petals and the quality of the energy that holds the form. And maybe you don't, maybe you do. So here you can continue practicing with that, and you can continue to practice that outside of this experience that we are teaching you, and outside of your channeling. It is a wonderful way to expand your capacity for imagination, particularly those of you who consider yourselves not being visual or not being able to be a problem solver. This is a wonderful exercise to flex that muscle. But primarily as part of this course, we're wanting to explore, we're wanting to help you to hold that focus of attention. And what we've just described for you is very much the process of exploring what comes through in your channeling. Yes, exploring the pockets of information. So, to come out of your trance state, simply decide to come out of your trance state. It's very simple. Bring your awareness back into this room, open your eyes, see your surroundings, maybe move your body, stretch, go for a walk, do something grounding for yourself. We will ask the channel to provide a special section on grounding. So what we wanted to convey there is you do not have to do that every time that you're sitting down to go into your trance posture. After a while it will become habitual and all of that mechanism will fall into place. We wanted to give you a very detailed, structured way of slowing down and experiencing the subtleness that is the non-physical. Can kind of, it's almost as though it exists at a deeper level below your physical reality, below the physical illusion. And so we wanted to give you an opportunity to really take the time to explore that a little. Yes, and there are many ways you can explore it further, but that is not for this course. So when we connect with you again and we take you to mentally meet your guide, celebration, to meet your guide, then we will encourage you to go into trance posture. But all that we need you to do is to imagine the column of light, and we will talk you through that. We don't need you to go through that whole experience every time. So that was a very detailed demonstration so that you can build a anchor, a framework of understanding, so that your body will automatically go into that place after a while. All right, it has been a pleasure, and for now we are complete. In love and peace, we bid you farewell. Oh, there you go. There you are. All right, so that's the trance posture, and as Aurora said, that's a really that's a really more detailed way than you need to think about the trance posture, and go practice. That's your homework for this week, is to go practice your trance posture. Go and check out the bonus section with the connecting to crystals in order to notice the difference of quality of the energy of a crystal and the energy of yourself. All of this is available to you if you want the opportunity of really learning how to sense subtle differences between energy systems. So you don't have to do the crystal meditation. You can dive straight into meeting your guide. You can go there first and then come back to the crystal. It's up to you. You know, this is your journey. I just want to provide opportunities for you to have the maximum opportunity to play, really, and to have different experiences. So, yeah, your homework is to practice that trance state, and practice that focus that Aurora talked about. That's really useful for when information comes through really quickly. It can be a challenge to hold that focus and work with your guide to slow the energy stream down and to unpack some of that information. So, okay, see you over in the Facebook group. Bye.